Bulk actions allow you to perform a specific action on a group of contacts at the same time, saving you time. Let me show you how they work. Here in FunnelKit Automations, under Contacts, click on Bulk Actions. On this screen, under the All tab, you'll see a list of all the bulk actions you've run in the past. The Ongoing tab would show any bulk actions currently running. The Completed tab shows the ones that have been performed and completed. And if you pause a bulk action during it running, then it would show under the Pause tab. Back here under All, let's now create some bulk actions, and I'll also use practical examples so that you can understand when you'd be using this feature. One example of where bulk actions are really going to come in handy is when you want to add a group of contacts into an automation. Here under FunnelKit Automations and Automations, I've created an automation here called Welcome Series. And if I click into here and then click on the event, when the Welcome Series tag is added to a contact, they enter this automation where I send them a series of emails over several days, and at the end, I remove that tag and they exit the automation. With this automation created, I want to go ahead and add everyone that's purchased from my website in the past into this automation. Back here in our bulk actions, let's click Create Bulk Action, give it a name, and click Add. And on step 1, we need to filter out the contacts we want to apply this bulk action to. In this case, I'll click here, and then under WooCommerce, I want to filter out everyone that has made a purchase. I'll click Apply Filter, and now I can see there's 16 contacts that have made a purchase in my store. Scrolling to the bottom, I'll click Next. And on step 2, we choose the bulk action we want to run. If I click on here, these are all the bulk actions that you can perform on your contacts. You can add them to specific lists, you could add tags to them, you can delete contacts, end automations, remove contacts from lists, remove tags, subscribe contacts, unsubscribe contacts, and also update custom fields. Notice how we can't add people into an automation. That's why we're going to add the tags, and by adding the tag, that will trigger them to enter that automation. So here I'll search for my Welcome Series tag and select it. And then down here, we want to enable this so that when we add this tag during the bulk action, we want to trigger automations that are associated with that tag being added. In some cases, you will run a bulk action where you add a tag to your contacts and you might not want to trigger automations, so you would just disable that. But as I just said, in this case, we're going to enable it because that's what we want. Here, I'll click Next. On step 3, we review the settings, and once we're happy, we click Start. Up here, it lets us know that that bulk action has been completed, and here we could click to download a CSV file that contains a log of all the bulk actions that just ran. So if I click here, and if we open up that file in Microsoft Excel or Google Sheets, we get a list of the IDs of the contacts that bulk action ran on and the status, and we can see that they're all yes for adding tags to the contact. Back here, if we click on tags, we can see that for our Welcome Series tag, we now have 16 contacts that have that tag applied. And back in our automation, we can see that those contacts entered the automation when the tag was added, and now they're here queued where we're waiting 30 minutes before we send the first email in our automation. Another way to use bulk actions is to add a group of contacts into mailing lists. Here under FunnelKit Automations and Contacts and Lists, I've created this new mailing list. This is for my new YouTube video alerts, and people on this list will get notified when I post a new YouTube video. Because I've just created this list, there's currently no contacts in this list. I want to add all my contacts into this list, and they will have the ability to remove themselves from this list using their Manage Email Preferences page. So let's go into Bulk Actions, and then we'll click Create Bulk Action. We'll give it a name and click Add. Because I want to add all the contacts in FunnelKit Automations, I'm not going to apply any filters. So all 39 contacts are going to have this bulk action applied. I'll click Next. In step 2, I'll select Action, and then it will be to add to lists. Then here, I'll search for my YouTube video alerts list, which is this one here, and click Save. I know that there's no automations that would trigger by adding people into this list, so I could just leave this disabled. It's not going to make a difference in this case. I'll click Next. The review looks good, so I'll click Start. This has now completed. I could download the log file, but if I go back to my lists, we now see that for this list, All 39 contacts were added into this list, and 19 of them are subscribed and receiving our emails. One of the best things about FunnelKit automations is that you're not paying per contact, meaning if you have 1,000 contacts or 10,000 or 100,000, the price that you pay is the same. And so it's up to you whether or not you want to delete contacts from FunnelKit automations. But here's how you could bulk delete contacts. Let's click Create Bulk Action. We'll give it a name and click Add. Then here, I'm going to select a filter, and under Engagement, I will select Unengaged from 180 days and click Apply. And this gives me a list of all the contacts in FunnelKit automations that have not engaged with anything that I've sent them for the last 180 days. And that's basically 6 months of people not clicking links in my emails, not opening up my emails, or not doing anything to let me know that they're there and they're still wanting to get my messages. With the filter applied, let's click Next. And then here we'll select action, and it will be to delete contacts, and we'll click Save. Then I'll click Next. I'll review this and then click Start. This has been completed on the 2 contacts. So if we go to All Contacts, where we had 39 contacts before, we now only have 37. So 2 were deleted. Another reason that you might want to use bulk actions is to get more information about your contacts when you're viewing their contact profiles. Here I have a list of all my contacts, and I have a column here that shows me what tags a contact has applied. I think it would be very helpful for me to be able to come into here and see at a glance which of my contacts are in my VIP, meaning they've made at least 3 orders and spent over $500. To do that, let's go to Bulk Actions, and then we'll click Create Bulk Action. We'll name our bulk action and click Add. Then I'll apply my filters where for WooCommerce, their order count is at least 3, and then we'll add another filter under WooCommerce. Their total revenue is at least $500, and I'll click Apply Filter. And there's 2 contacts that meet that criteria. I'll click Next, and then for Select Action, I'll add a tag. And here I'll add my VIP tag, and there isn't one currently in here, so you can create tags from this interface. I'll click to create the tag and then click Save. Then I'll click Next. And once I review this, I'll click Start. Now if I head back to All Contacts, and now I can see at a glance that this contact is currently in my Welcome Series automation, but also is a VIP member, meaning they met that criteria that we just defined. If you're an existing FunnelKit Automations user, jump in, give this feature a go, and if you get stuck, reach out to our support. If you're not currently using the powerful features in FunnelKit Automations, then definitely check out our pricing page, and if you have any questions, reach out to our pre-sales team. We're happy to help.